God does not owe us healing. The gift of healing is one of the most controversial gifts that has divided theological opinions for many years. Some argue that it was only given to the apostles and ceased with the close of the apostolic age, while others argue that it is still available to us today. However, regardless of the theological debate, it is important to note that healing is ultimately in the hands of God and not dependent on any human gift or ability. The gift of healings is one of the spiritual gifts mentioned in 1 Corinthians 12, verse 9, and it involves the ability to heal physical, emotional, and spiritual illnesses or afflictions through the power of the Holy Spirit. In the New Testament, we see numerous examples of the gift of healings being demonstrated through the apostles and other believers. Jesus himself performed many healings during his earthly ministry, and he also commissioned his followers to continue his work of healing and restoration. It's important to note that the gift of healings is not the same as the ability to heal through natural or medical means. The gift of healings is a supernatural manifestation of his power that goes beyond natural means. However, if you are ill, trusting in God can provide a sense of assurance that, if it is his will, healing will occur. It is important to seek the best medical care available and make use of modern medicine. After all, he's the one who gave us wisdom to develop medical knowledge and technology. One must also maintain faith in him and seeking his guidance through prayer. Ultimately, any recovery or healing experienced is attributed to the grace of Christ and the power of God, who can work through doctors and other means. The gift of healing is still active and available to us today, and it is important that we remain open to the Holy Spirit's leading in this area. It is not a gift that can be earned or attained through our own efforts, but rather it is a manifestation of God's grace and power in our lives. The King James Version translation of 1 Corinthians 12, verse 9 states, "To another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healings by the same Spirit." This is the only gift listed that is mentioned in the plural form. Based on Paul's use of the plural gifts of healings in 1 Corinthians 12, verse 9, it can be argued that no single individual can possess the entire gift of healings in its entirety. No one, not even Paul, could always heal all diseases. Healing was always subject to the will of God and not the will of man. Thank you for watching. On the next part, we look at the gift of miracles.